Science keeps discovering new realities every single day. New data, new research, new breakthroughs. But what does it mean when a book revealed 14 centuries ago already pointed to some of those same realities? Did you know that recent discoveries about the development of a baby's organs inside the womb align remarkably with what is described in the Quran? God says, "He is the one who created for you hearing, sight, and hearts, yet how little you give thanks." Notice the order carefully. Hearing, sight, then hearts, meaning perception and understanding. That order is not random. Embryologist Dr. Keith Moore, in an article published in the Journal of Islamic Medical Association, explains that during embryonic development, the inner ear begins forming around the 22nd day of pregnancy. After the early structures of hearing begin to develop, the eyes start forming, and the brain, the center of cognition and conscious perception, develops after both hearing and sight. Modern embryology confirms this developmental sequence. Now pause for a moment. 7th century Arabia had no microscopes, no ultrasound imaging, no embryology labs, no medical research institutions. So how could that precise order be mentioned? This information was not discovered through surgery. It was not learned through anatomical experimentation. It was not obtained through scientific equipment. So where did it come from? And this is just one example. Consider Roger Garaudi, once one of the most influential intellectual figures in France and the General Secretary of the French Communist Party. After decades immersed in political ideology and philosophical materialism, he reached a conclusion that shocked many. In April 1981, he resigned from his position and embraced Islam, declaring, "The Word of God is always ahead of its time." He later stated, "My doctrine is the Quran, because it is the only book on earth that never becomes outdated and has the power to lead the ages." This was not a man speaking emotionally. This was a seasoned thinker who studied civilizations, ideologies, and belief systems. Now reflect on another verse. It is among his signs that he created you from dust. With the advancement of biology and chemistry, scientists have analyzed both soil and the human body at the elemental level. The findings are striking. Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, iron. These are fundamental elements in soil composition. These are also fundamental elements in the human body. The same building blocks. Is that poetic language? Or is it a biological reality expressed in simple words? And then there is another verse. No. Rather, what they have earned has rusted upon their hearts. The Quran uses the metaphor of rust forming over the heart. Rust is not just a metaphor. It is a chemical reaction. Iron reacting with oxygen. In the human body, oxygen is carried by hemoglobin, a protein that contains iron. Every second of our lives, oxygen binds to iron molecules in our blood. Oxidation is constantly occurring. Science News once quoted Dr. Sharon McDonnell describing cellular oxidation caused by iron as rusting. So when the Quran speaks about hearts becoming rusted, is it only symbolic? Or could it be pointing simultaneously to a spiritual condition and a biological reality? The Quran is not a biology textbook. It is not a chemistry manual. It does not present itself as a laboratory guide. Yet as scientific knowledge expands, certain verses appear more profound, not less. What is remarkable is not that the Quran uses complex scientific language. It does not. It speaks in accessible, universal terms. But within that language are descriptions that do not contradict modern findings. And that raises a deeper issue. Is this coincidence? Is it cultural inheritance? Or is it revelation? As science progresses, the Quran does not become obsolete. It does not retreat. It does not need revision. The real question is not whether the Quran aligns with science. The real question is whether we are willing to reflect on what that alignment means. Will we see these signs and remain indifferent, or will we allow them to challenge our assumptions? Science moves forward, technology advances, human understanding grows. But the deeper issue remains. Are we growing spiritually as well? Are we aligning our lives with the guidance we claim to respect? The Quran does not fear investigation. It invites reflection. The question is, will we respond? Like the video and follow the channel.